Turning overseas, the latest victim of ISIS was one of Syria's top antiquities experts. He devoted his life to exploring and preserving the ancient ruins of Palmyra. Militants who now control the city consider the relics sacrilegious, so they beheaded Khalid al-Assad and hung his body on a pole. Clarissa Ward has reported from inside Syria, and she joins us now. Here is a man who knew Syria, who knew antiquities, and he also knew the enemy. He knew what ISIS was all about, yet he stayed.
He did. He did stay. And you know, part of the reason he stayed is because he was so involved in efforts to try to evacuate some of the most precious antiquities before ISIS made it into the city. They were hoping that if they could evacuate them to a safer place, that they wouldn't fall into the hands of ISIS and that they wouldn't ultimately destroy it. And that's a decision that potentially may have cost him his life, because shortly thereafter he was captured and then brutally executed.
And as gruesome as his death was, there are fatalities every day across Syria.
And I think that's very easy to forget, Charlie, because ISIS is always going to grab the headlines with this campaign of consistently trying to shock through their brutality. But the reality on the ground in Syria is that the regime of Bashar al-Assad is still responsible for the vast majority of deaths. Look at this bombing we saw in a Damascus suburb of Douma on Sunday. More than 100 people killed, most of them civilians. And of course, the Assad regime is the only party in this war that has air power.
Clarissa Ward, normally reporting from London and from Syria and from war zones. It's great to have you here in New York.
Thank you.